Bio. We're going to continue on, finish chapter 19 today. We're going to look at some diseases that are caused by viruses today. So viral disease in humans. So we're going to look at how in fact do viruses cause disease. So viruses produce disease by disrupting the body's normal equilibrium. So equilibrium, if you remember, is just the body's way keeping everything normal, keeping everything on a nice even level, and viruses just disrupt our normal body functions. And what they do is they attack and destroy certain cells in the body, which will cause the symptoms of the disease. Then other viruses can cause infected cells to change patterns of growth and development. So they can either make a cell grow too much, or they can kind of slow the cell down and keep them from growing at all. And viral diseases, which I think I mentioned this before, cannot be treated with antibiotics. Again, viral diseases cannot be treated with antibiotics. And vaccines are often the best protection against most diseases. So vaccine, again, is just getting that preparation of the weakened or killed virus is the best way to kind of help prevent against getting a bacterial disease. And most vaccines work only if used before an infection begins. So you can't get vaccinated for something after you have already been infected by it, because again, that kind of defeats the purpose. And symptoms may be treated with over-the-counter medicines. Again, a lot of them can cause headaches, upset stomachs, things like that. And for the most part, the symptoms can be treated, but that doesn't actually treat our disease. It just kind of help you feel better, basically, but the virus is still there. And then the main disease that's caused by a virus are these top two right here, which infect a lot of people. The common cold and influenza. And influenza is obviously just the flu. And then some also diseases that are caused by viruses would be AIDS, chickenpox, hepatitis B, and West Nile. So maybe just be able to see these diseases right here and be able to know that they are in fact caused by viruses and not bacteria. There are viral diseases in both plants and animals. So they produce serious animal diseases, including foot and mouth disease. Sorry, I can't talk. And many viruses infect plants, and viruses can pose a serious threat to many crops as well. So now we're going to look at some things that are kind of similar to viruses, but not quite. And they're called viroids and prions. So other virus-like particles that cause disease are viroids and prions. So viroids cause disease only in plants, and prions cause disease only in animals. So viroids are single-stranded RNA molecules that have no surrounding capsids. Remember, the capsid was a protein coat. And what they do is they just simply enter an infected cell, and they synthesize new viroids, which again, they just make more viroids. Then they disrupt the cell's metabolism and stunt the growth of the entire plant. So they slow the plant down to the point where it cannot grow anymore. And then our last new word is a prion. And prions contain only protein, so there's no DNA or RNA in a prion. And they cause disease by forming protein clumps. And these clumps induce normal protein molecules to become prions. So it's basically they change the proteins into disease-causing proteins, into these prions. And eventually there are so many prions in the nerve tissue that cells become damaged. And the most famous disease that is caused by a prion is known as mad cow disease. And I believe some of you saw in your book that there was a little cow in the front of a bulldozer, and you're wondering why, and that was because it had been infected with mad cow disease and needed to be removed. So that's it for chapter 19. Let me know if you have any questions.